The final adjustment that I need to make on my drill press model is the laser sight adjustment. Now, if your drill press is not equipped with this laser sight system, or it's got a different center finding system, go ahead and skip this section and call yourself done, because there's no further adjustments to be made. For those of you that are still tuning in, we're going to make 2 adjustments to these laser sights. We're going to adjust them for vertical, and then we're going to make sure that the crosshairs come together at the center point of the drill bit. Now, I've equipped my drill press with a brad point bit. This is going to facilitate making that center point that we need. Now, the first thing we need to do is adjust these laser sights for vertical position. I have a board here with 2 vertical lines drawn on it. You can use just 1 vertical line, it really doesn't matter. Basically, we're just going to stand this up near the center of the table. And as you can see, this right side line is tilting too far inward at the top. And similarly, the other line is also tilting too far inward. So we need to adjust these so that they're parallel with our vertical lines. Now, in order to do this, I need to remove my laser guard. There we go, put that aside. Now, the way laser adjustments are made on this particular center finder, your laser is on the bottom here, and it is held in place by this set screw. So when we loosen this set screw, we can adjust the laser side to side. The other thing that you'll see here is this big slotted screw. This is actually a pin, and it adjusts the vertical position. Now, there are also 3 set screws, one on the top, one on the bottom, and one on the left, that are up against this pin, and you really don't need to adjust those at all. The instruction manual says to loosen these so that you can move this, but I'll demonstrate. I won't actually make any adjustment to those set screws, and I can move my laser freely. I'm going to line my board up with my laser here, and essentially we need to tilt it outward a little bit. There you can see it's right on that line. Let's go ahead and verify the other one more time. There we go. I think they're both good. So now that we've finalized the vertical position of our lasers, it's time to bring the lasers together at the center point. So I'm going to remove this piece of wood, and I actually want to swap this drill bit out with a smaller one, just so that point will be a little bit finer. And for this I like to use poplar, just because it seems to hold the point a little bit better. I'm just going to color the surface a little bit, just so that you guys can hopefully see it a little bit better. And finally, I'm also going to clamp it down just to make sure it doesn't move. So I'm just going to mark a very small hole here. You can clearly see that our lasers are currently not aligned at all. Maybe this one, but not this one. So I'm just going to make a very small mark. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but the point is right there. And basically what we do is we're going to turn this laser until this line intersects with the hole we just made. But yeah, there we go. That's really all there is to it. Alright, our tune-up procedure is fully complete. The only thing left to do is make some holes. So to see how well we did, I set up a little stress test here. This is a 1/2-inch brad point drill bit, and we're going to drill through the end grain of this 2x10 and see how much squealing and stuff like that we hear. Now I've already got it tightened down, and I reduced the speed of my RPMs from 1620 to 700 because it's a little bit more appropriate for a 1/2-inch drill bit drilling into hardwood. So we're going to go ahead and see how that does. Alright, let's go ahead and drill our hole. You might notice another hole here all of a sudden. That's because my phone ran out of batteries halfway into drilling this one. But there was no squealing all the way down, and I'll show you both holes when I'm done. But I'm going to go ahead and drill another one just so that everything's on video. Here we go. So you can hear there's no squealing, even though I have it fully extended into the hole. And that is really a result of having the table square and removing a lot of the run out in the drill bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat this test, but I'm going to loosen my table so that it droops, like I mentioned earlier during the table squaring process. And we're going to see what the difference is between the two setups. So I just got done drilling another hole, and I'll show you what the difference is between our previous hole and the one we currently have. So first of all, it binds a little bit when I insert it into the hole. And that's because the table is no longer square. And I'll show you what it sounds like. So that's what it'll sound like when you're doing an operation like this, and either your bit has too much run out or your table's not square. So that's it. That's the end of the video. We tuned this thing up top to bottom, and I'm very happy with how it's performing now. I wish I would have done this sooner. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you're doing this from scratch for the first time, depending on what kind of measurement equipment you have on hand, it'll take you 2 to 4 hours. So hopefully you found it worthwhile sitting through this long video. If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'll get to them. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you.